What the fuck is going on, everybody? I'm your host, Nick Bocklage. This is the WTF show, Winning the Flex. Just getting started. Gonna do a couple drafts. Excited to talk about some football. Kind of go over some maybe some different strategies or ways I've been playing Best Ball Mania, different best ball contests as well. We are going to be jumping into a draft right now. We're going to start off probably with a $3 Pomeranian, then probably BBM or Chow Chow. We'll see what we do right now. But welcome in. What WTF Zero? Welcome in, buddy. How you doing, man? How are the drafters and DK streets going for you today? Zero, if you're here, give me a sec because I'm a. Can you hear this Zero or no? Yo, what's popping, guys? Can you guys hear the music or no or no? Let me know. Give me one sec. Okay, we're good. Because I'm probably just gonna play some Spotify stuff. While I vibe out just drafts. Welcome in. What's up, Trenny? How you doing, my brother? How are the draft streets treating you? Draft is going well. I'm in slow hell over there. How many slow drafts are you in, Zero? I'm in zero right now. Okay, appreciate the feedback, guys. Good morning. Good morning. We'll be drafting. What's up, Kevin? Welcome in. Some Coldplay. It's funny, man. The Coldplay meme was going strong for like a good week or 2 weeks, and I haven't seen anything since that guy got caught cheating on his, I might say, beautiful wife. We are going to be doing Pomeranian right now, $3, and then I think I'm going to do a BBM or a Chow right after. So if you hear my voice, I'm entering a Chow Chow in 10 seconds. 10, not Chow Chow. I'm sorry, a Pomeranian. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Instant fill. Oh, we got Adam in here. Let's go. I think that's Omega from Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I know it's. If you guys fuck with Jordan Lucas, he dropped the album I think last week. I don't love it, but I think there's some good songs. All right, so we are in a $3 Pomeranian. What's up, Adam? Welcome in, buddy. Ready to snipe you as much as I can. Nice, man. How many chow chows have you done so far? I think I've done four chow chows. Yeah, I think I'm at four chow chows right now. I did like three yesterday, and then I did a few on other people's streams. Damn, I didn't even realize I just hopped in one. It was meant to be. Are you ready to smoke the streamer, Adam? Yeah, Adam. Just take May. Yeah, that's the only way that you can crush myself. If you end up taking May from me. Can't wait to see another member of the three quarterback cable ruin his team. Let's fucking go. I might just do it on purpose, man. Recording it so I can watch it back like body cam footage. I don't think we're gonna get any crash outs from me today. What the fuck's going on, Benos? Welcome in, buddy. How you doing, man? Love what you put earlier was very funny on the Twitterverse. Only two, hoping contest stays open until Tuesday. Get a little more time in. Yeah, I need to check. Uh, I think this is gonna be a neighbors team. Yeah, let's go neighbors. Just donate some plasma or blood, bro. Funny story, man. I used to donate plasma a long time ago, like 7-8 years ago, bro. When I was like super poor. You do like I think you do like once a week, once or twice a week. Give you like $50. I would go to the gas station, cash out, buy like fucking groceries with it. Those were the good. Those were the days. We take neighbors with our first pick. Next, I mean, we could do the Brock Bowers thing if we want to. Um, I like the receivers there. Bucky Irving goes. We're just gonna take Drake London, target hog, extending receiver, potentially a really good offense. I think I'm gonna have to, bro. Underdog set my money right now. Facts, bro. I'm depositing. I just stay depositing on underdog. That's okay, T Clark. I might run another one after this. So yeah, I might do another palm after this, or Chow or BBM. See how I'm feeling. Nah, that's facts. Only 750, bro. Just sell your body, right? Just sell your body, so you can have a chance to win like 50K. Dude, I got a sick fall on Bowers in the BBM earlier. I posted on Twitter. I got Jamar Chase at the 2 spot, which is rare. And then Bowers fell at 23. But look right here, we just see maybe it's not that rare, or it's not gonna be that rare. I'm all trying to glaze my Chase and Bowers star, and then this guy gets it. All right, I'm gonna shut up. If Bowers does tend to fall more at the 2-3 turn, I will take Bowers there every single time. All right, let's lock in. Ooh. Dude, Hampton, every draft I've done, like the last 10 drafts I've done, Hampton does not make it past mid third. Let's just go Higgins. It's a sick fall. 32, yeah, I like that. I do wish I had more Hampton. Um, he was easy to get in the 4th round. He was falling to the 5th round sometimes, and I've always liked Hampton, but I kind of fell into the trap a little bit where it's like, like Najee's there, he's gonna get a lot of carries. I'll take Hampton later in the offseason. And I was taking guys like Ted, JMO, George Kittle, which I'm fine with, right? I think taking like elite quarterback or Kittle over Hampton at the time is fine. But looking back, I much prefer Hampton over any receiver in the 4th round right now. And now his new price is easily a mid third. I've seen him go at the 2-3 turn times, multiple times as well. But that's the price you have to pay now. I mean, we'll see. I do think that if Najee is back at practice in the next few weeks, Hampton will fall a little bit. And if that's the case, then yeah, if you missed out on Hampton at all, there's a chance he could fall maybe back in the 4th, but we'll see. Rashid Rice, if we're just playing that game. Ted, I don't mind. Let's just piss, guys. We'll take some Rice action in the mid 4th. I think if you're trying to take Rice, who's going to be suspended possibly 6 games, take him on receiver heavy builds. You know, having Neighbors, London T cushions the blow, having Rice suspended. I could still build a sick team, around that, I think. And let's say Rice is back week 7. I'm like 4th or 5th in a pod. We could have a receiver 1 we're getting in the 4th now. He should be more healthy too. He'll be about, he should be fully healthy once he does play. Yo, what's up, Paulino? Welcome in. 100%. I think that combo, that could be such a sick combo to have. Yeah, whatever Hampton's ADP is right now, he goes earlier than that. What's the difference between Chase Brown and Hampton? Chase Brown is going to catch more passes than Hampton, I think. And then obviously you still have the question with Najee Harris, but I think you could argue Hampton around like the guys at the 2-3 turn. I think I would still go Chase Brown though. Bozo's team though, Kittle for no reason. What are you talking about? There's nothing but reasons for Kittle to move up. Yo, what's up, fans? Football Garage, welcome in, man. Hope you're having a blessed Sunday. Was on his stream last night with Hartman. We built a sick Chow team. Go check it out. Also just hit 400 subs, so congrats on that. Man, maybe I should have took Hurts to take Devonta Smith, would have been sick, but I do like the receivers here a little more. Yeah, we'll go James Conner. I do like the receivers there a lot, but the RB room in the 6th, 7th round is terrible in my opinion, because you have Junkins, who was in the 60s, 70s. Now he's gone because he might not play. You have Joe Mixon, who was a 6th rounder. He's out of that range now. He's falling in the 80s because he might not play for a while. So what we're gonna see is these RBs pushed up more in the 5th round. You're gonna see Henderson, Connor, Kamara. You're gonna see Harvey, and the receivers in the 6th, 7th round are just gonna be the guys you want to target, in my opinion. Caleb Johnson's another one's probably gonna fall a little bit. I think there's reports he's struggling with pass catching. Swift, he's been rising up. He was in the mid late 80s. Now he's in the 60s now. Yeah, there's a lot of receivers I like here. But hey, RJ Harvey, yeah, I'm 100% okay with his price right here too. So this is a good start. I like it so far. If and when Najee's ready, it might be too late. For sure. I think because Najee, he signed with the Chargers offseason, new team, so he's missing, he's a veteran, but he's missing valuable practice reps, understanding the offense as well. And I think Hampton coming out for week 1's probably just going to be the starter. I think there was a chance that Najee got more work early on, but now it's looking less likely. And yeah, Najee's a jack. He's a good NFL player. Coaches like him. Good pass protector. He's able to catch the ball. Big dude. But Hampton's special. Chargers drafted him in the 1st round for a reason. Dude, if Najee, I know that there's talks where Chargers could get out of his contract because of an injury clause or something like that. Him and the Cowboys, I would draft him. Almost had 200 subs. Man, let's get it. If you're in here, like the video, subscribe. Almost at 200 subs. Let's go. You should have taken James Cook earlier, my boy. Man, James Cook is an interesting player for me. Where I've been fading him. I've been fading him all off season. I'm not touching him. I don't think I necessarily have like the best reason to. I just who do I want to take here? Mixon's interesting in the 80s because I do think that there's a chance that maybe he's healthy week 1. Also, I don't want to have to catch the falling knife. I'm gonna take Matthew Golden there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, James Cook. I think James Cook is a fine pick in the 4th. Good offense, lead back. Should still score a lot of touchdowns, but man, he only had 207 carries last year. He wasn't utilized in the passing game that much. Like 16 rushing touchdowns. I don't know. I have trouble with him. Like, I don't think he's someone that's going to burn you like Travis Etienne did last year. But I just don't know, man. I think it's possibly that we're just overthinking it and just draft a good RB on a good team. You know, obviously, if he gets an extension, that's just going to show the commitment that the Bills have in him as well. But I don't know, man. So we have 2 RBs, stacking options. Could do Hawk. I'm cool with that. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. I don't think Darnell Mooney's injury is that serious. I don't like that he's hurt, but I have London. We're building this Atlanta thing out. You know, I don't have much Michael Penix, so I would like to get some of that up. Yo, let me try to catch up here. Flowers at 60 still doesn't even feel nice. I think him at 60 is good. They did select him for a reason. I mean, Najee crushed his rookie year. He put up like 270 fantasy points. Yeah, Cook at the 4-5 turn, I think is solid. 100%, man. Like that's where it's like sometimes I think we overthink things as baseball players where we feel like we know more than the market. Most times we don't. Sometimes it's just obvious and you should just lean into it. And that's the thing with James Cook. Like Kenneth Walker's approaching James Cook now. I love Kenneth Walker, but it's like Kenneth Walker has much more risk than James Cook paying off, I think. But the sexy thing is just Kenneth Walker just has that game breaking ability. He just has an aura, man. But you don't win championships, or I mean you don't win fancy championships off aura necessarily. Sometimes boring are just the better picks. No, I do think James Cook in the 4th is probably a sharp pick that I should be making more. We're good on receiver. Dobbins goes. We're gonna pull Cam Scabo up here. He's getting, a lot of talk right now in camp. I do think he's gonna be RB1 over Tracy. I don't have a lot of Cam because I've been kind of avoiding this backfield altogether, but I think Cam Scabo is definitely going to be a riser. Yo, what up, stars? How you doing, man? Yeah, I mean, man, James Cook, 16 touchdowns, was barely an RB1. Maybe he gets more work in the receiving game. How do I sound do I sound clear? Do I sound loud enough? I've heard anything about Caleb Johnson. There's nothing like serious about Caleb Johnson, but there was a beat reporter saying that Caleb Johnson dropped like a pass or two in practice, which is not that big of a deal. But I do think it could just kind of signal where Jalen Warren might just be the third down back more than Caleb this year, which is obviously going to hurt Caleb's fantasy value. Stacking options, we have Penix, we have Love. We could do tight ends. I like in this range a lot too. I don't have much Mark Andrews. We could do that. We have the Packer thing going. Yeah, let's take on Mark Andrews share. Why not? That is true. Got to get that golden up, man, before you skyrockets. Sometimes it's okay. Like I think what I learned from early on, and I try to do a better job is like you don't need to hit a home run every pick. Sometimes a fourth round pick just needs to pay off as a fourth round pick price. Obviously, it's like if you're taking like in the fourth round, it's like yeah, I want to get the guy that's gonna be a first round or second round next year. But sometimes it's okay for our fourth round just to pay as a fourth round price. Shots fired. Yo, what's up, Uncle? Welcome in. WTF in the chat. Yes, sir. Told you I'm getting 100% craft. Love craft this year. What the fuck Zeke and Brooks have to do 2025? Yeah, let's move on, guys. Brooks, Zeke, two of the worst RB picks last year. I had no idea why I was overweight on Brooks last year. No idea. Sometimes you just like the shiny toys. Yo, what's up, Garnet Bachas? Welcome in. This is definitely a Bach house going on right now. No, sir. I some say I have some of the best hands ever. I was I was Tucker Craft in high school, guys. If you guys didn't know that. I think what we're gonna do here, we have a quarterback run. Yeah, we're gonna take a quarterback, I think. We're gonna go Jordan Love. We're gonna queue up Michael Penix. Yeah, Jordan Love, one of my highest on quarterbacks. I think Packers are going to throw the ball more than they did last year. Jordan Love, he just slings the ball, man. Love the Week 17 matchup as well. I mean, the good thing about this year is you can find this year's Chuba. Who do you guys think is who do you guys think is this year's closest thing to Chuba Hubba this year? Cable should have taken Bo Nix, the real Drake May. No, bro, save me some quarterbacks. What the fuck? Sorry, man. How to get love with the golden stack? Yes, sir. This year's show is just Etienne. No, I heavily disagree. If we're talking about efficient RB, that's a tough runner that's not going to pass the game. I think you guys all know who that is. Oh, 2 week 5 buys. No. We're building a solid team here, guys. Bro, Tank sucks as a pass catcher. Tank isn't that good. As a rusher though, man, his metrics were pretty good, and on tape he looked fine. Definitely better than Travis Etienne last year. Tracy, I don't think Tracy would be this year. Chuba, could Tracy be? Could nah. I don't see it. I'm team Cam Scatterboot. I'll tell you what. This year, Rashad White, Travis Etienne. Maybe year 4 out the injury. Team looks good. Yeah, so like Tank Bisbee was one of the worst RBs his rookie year. Terrible. Last year he was good. Like he was very efficient. He's a tough runner. Um, Travis Etienne hasn't been a good running back the last 2 years. He got there 2 years ago on volume, which for fantasy is fine. But like he's not a good running back. Like he's a good pass catcher, but running the ball, he hasn't been good. You like that, Adam? See, I want to take Bisbee. He goes. I don't know, man. I just don't. I think Travis Etienne. I think one of the issues people do in fantasy as well is they see a player who was really good a few years ago because the fantasy production was there, but then they're like, you know what, this guy was an RB3 2 years ago. Obviously, he's gonna be the starter. Obviously, he's gonna uh, pay off. I don't think that was Travis Etienne. I think 2 years ago, he sun run. He had a great year, but man, as of now, right now, like Tank Bisbee is looking like he's the best RB on the team, getting the most run. They drafted two in the fourth round. I'm gonna go Romeo Dobbs and stop at receiver. I think this would be like a 3-6-7-2. See, so for me in BBM, I'm 7% ETN, 20% Tuen, and 20% Tank. I think when you put price to it, ETN is the most expensive. Um, but I do think you should mix in like all of them, but I think preferably it's easier to get to the cheaper options. But like I am treating the Jaguars RBs kind of like the Miami Dolphins a few years ago. Obviously, if you were in on the Dolphins running back last or 2 years ago, oh, you hit the nuts. Like Acham paid off, Raheem Mostert paid off, Jeff Wilson then pay off. So it's like I think being overweight on all the guys is better than to be underweight all the guys. Because if you get a league winner and you drafted all of them, those teams have a better chance to make to the finals and win some money. Mm, I don't know what to do here. We'll go a little Jerome Ford action. I'm fine with that. Yeah, and you know how you play fantasy too is like it's okay to not take a player that rises up. Like if you did 25, 50 drafts and you were clicking ETN in the 120s, 130s, like you feel good, just like let it be. Like you paid the good price and now he's in the 90s. Now and then you could resort to, okay, you know what? I have my 120s ETN. Let me get some Tank Bisbee in the 160s or some two in the 130s. I'd rather just fade one and super draft the others. That's how I've been playing it. I'm taking Tank and Tuin. I'm fading ETN now. But like I said, I have ETN where I got him in the 120s and some in the 130s. But right now, there's just a lot of players I like more than where he goes. So I'll just take the cheaper options. And so far, I think it's going that direction. Like Tank Bisbee, he's going to rise to the 140 soon. And I think Travis Etienne is going to fall. So it's like, let's say if you didn't want to pay the price for Travis Etienne, I've seen him fall to like the 110, 111 in a couple drafts. Yeah, I think Braylon out here, I think, if he makes it, it's a good click. Let me ask you guys this. Let's say last year. Let me paint a scenario. Would you guys rather have 15% Chase Brown, 50% Zach Moss, separate teams? So 30% of your teams have a Bengals RB. 15% has Chase Brown, 50% has Zach Moss. Right? Or would you guys rather have just like 5% of each? I think the answer is you rather have, like, even though Zach Moss was at 0 and he was going like in the 80s, 90s, you win a lot more by having the 50% Chase Brown than the 5% Chase Brown. So many different ways I could play this. Oh, no. Damn it. All right, so I wanted a third quarterback because I have 2 on the week 5 bye. So I was thinking about Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, but I was like, you know what? Let me just take Rodgers. He's a starter all year. And then 1 second before, I see he has a week 5 bye too. Oh, that is terrible. All right. We're going to have to make it work, man. That is unfortunate. Madison. Do I take a 4th quarterback, guys? Brutal, man. 3 week 5 buys. Last second, it gets me. Yeah, I agree with that. Man, what do we do? Do we just say? I mean, we just gotta roll with it. We just gotta roll with this, guys. I have no Steelers too. Yeah, I don't know, man. This shit's crazy. Well, good thing this is a Pomeranian and not something else. Bro, I should have just kept the 2 and eat the week 5, but I fucking tripled down with 3 week 5, bro. Jonas Smith? Oh, come on, baby. 200? That's easy money. Stacked to Rodgers too. Hey, all we gotta do is survive week 5, and this team is cooking. We got Kevin here in for a chow chow. Lazard may be going. Crazy you get 17-week starting quarterbacks in the 180s. Yeah, man. Rodgers is in the 180s. Don't mind it. I don't know what I'm doing after this. Maybe BBM, maybe Chow Chow. Still debating it. If you guys do want to type in what you guys would like to do after that, feel free. We're gonna do Jarquez Hunter. 6 RB, I think, is more needed. Plus, we have the bring back with the Atlanta Falcons. I was thinking about Dart too. What I'm saying? 3 week 5 buys, man. When this one's a Pomeranian, people are gonna be copying my build. Well, we got a tweet from 32 Beat Writers. Very, very good Twitter to follow. Bigsby once again looked like the focal point at RB, though ETN got extended run in the 2-minute drill. ETN was active as a pass catcher out the backfield, while Beishan Tuin looked like the clear number 3 RB again. It's early, but that is what Sunday showed. So right now, it looks like Bigsby is looking like the main runner. Travis Etienne is getting the 2-minute drills and the pass catching work, and then Tuin is the RB3. All right, so this is the team 3672, 3 triple 5-week buys. Connor Harvey, Cam, Jerome Ford, Brandon Allen, Hunter, Malik, Drake, T, Rice, Golden, Mooney, and Dobbs, Andrews, and Johnu. Weird ass team. Weird ass team. Only have 20 BB left. I gotta say them, LL. If that's what y'all doing, I'll just spectate. You think Dart's gonna be? You think Dart's gonna start by week 5 to cover the bye? It's interesting because Dart's gonna start this year, 100%. Like I don't see any way that Dable doesn't put Dart in to start this year. The Giants have the projected hardest schedule. Their first 4 games that they play, it's brutal. So I think if the Giants go 0-4, you're gonna have the fans screaming Dart's name out. Because I don't think you go 0-4 and then you're like, oh, let's put Jameis Winston in the game. Let's put the guy that's gonna throw pick sixes in the game. So I do think there is a realistic chance that Dart could start by week 5. But if the Giants do win a couple games early on, and Russell Wilson's playing good, and they're winning games by good defense, running the ball a lot, it could be a while for Dart. But if I had to put money on it, I think Dart starts before week 8. Is probably the line for me. Hey, honestly, let me see your team because you probably built a better team than I did, bro. You have Goff and Daniels. You chilling at quarterback. You had to do a little Tesla Goff action though, dude. Giants schedule is fucking. Let me check it out. So the Giants to start the year. So they play. So they play the Commanders week 1. That's a loss. Cowboys week 2 at Dallas. That's a loss. Chiefs go to the Giants. That's a loss. Chargers go to the Giants. Probably a loss. So that's potentially 0-4. Then they do play the Saints week 5. Okay, Giants win that. They're 1-4. Eagles go to New York 1-5. Giants go to Denver 1-6. Giants go to Philadelphia 1-7. 49ers go to New York 1-8. Then they play the Bears, the Packers, the Lions, the Patriots, the Commanders. Like, Giants are projected to lose every single game besides the Saints. Yeah, it's brutal. Don't worry. This the team I built was definitely not my best work. They could be the Cowboys. Probably won't, but they can. All right, what are we drafting, boys? Drop in the chat. BBM, Chow Chow, Palms. Dude, I love baseball Twitter. It's so easy to piss people off and get them riled up. We got a Chow. I've thought about this where it's like, what if the Giants are so bad and then they end up getting the 101, right? It's like, and Dart, like, that's why it's like you need Dart to play, because if the Giants are so bad and they end up having a top pick and you don't see what Dart offers you, but there's like legitimate, like, good quarterback prospects for you to take, and you pass on them because you're like, well, we didn't play Dart year 1. We want to see what he has year 2, but then Dart sucks year 2, and you could have had a good quarterback. I mean, yeah, I think the answer is to potentially just draft some Dart, Camp Scatterbill, and Neighbors teams. I think I want to do that a little more just for fun. So we got a chow. Guys, are we doing a chow chow? You guys want to do a chow chow? All right, let me post a tweet. Chow chow. Yeah, let's do a fucking chow chow. I'm down. Oh. All right, so I'm not entering the chow chow just yet, but we will be entering chow chow in 1 minute. I still haven't done my mini golden, $2. But I've been fiending, guys. Like the lower stuff, I haven't really been messing with too much. I've been really attacking these, like, $50, $70, $75 contests, maxing out BBM. Chow Chow already have full. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, the Bulldog that got released a few days ago. Man, like, I remember I checked my phone and it was like 91% filled, and I couldn't even do it because it was a slow draft and I wanted to stream one. Thankfully, they switched it back to 22nd. I was able to get one in. But yeah, people are loving these mid-state contests. They've been just been attacking them. Or have empty. Sounds like the Bach is scared of a chow chow. Bro, we about to do a chow chow. What are you talking about? You saw what they did to the Bengals. Who, the Giants? Giants will have a pretty good defense on paper, so they can sneak some wins in. For sure. I mean, Russ is like an okay quarterback. You know, good defense. He has neighbors, some weapons. Um, I'm gonna enter a chow chow right now, guys. So if you guys want to enter one, let's see. One more, one more for a chow. Hopefully, you guys are able to get in. I know it's just one, it made it a little tougher, probably. Okay, guys, Russ isn't as good as he used to be in the prime, but compared to Dimes, DeVito, Lock. Yo, what up, Oh, hey, Kevin, are you you're from Pat's Discord, right? Dogpound. What's up, man? We got Kev Mac in the house. Fuck this. I do think Russ is a better quarterback. I mean, I think there's a stat I saw where Russ had like he was like number one in like efficient deep balls last year of 20 plus yards or something like that. Like, I think Russ is definitely an improvement. And then Jameis Winston is an improvement when you talk about like for fantasy, just airing it out. Oh, the Jordan Mason profile. Okay, let's go, man. Hey, good luck, guys. Let's get this 2 out of 12 advanced. Then it's 2-8-2-8, and then the 58 C final. Ready, ready to cook y'all. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't see Kevin talk too much in that, but glad to have you, my guy. All right, man. Ciao, ciao. We are doing it. I got the 5 spot, which I like the 5 spot this year. CD Gibbs Barkley for me. Barkley goes, so yeah, I mean, to get a receiver here feels good. CD Lamb, I have him ranked number 2, so getting him at the 1.5 feels solid. You know, I've seen JJ fall to the 7 in the few drafts, which I think is an overreaction. His hamstring should be fine. So it's a gift to get some JJ at 7. He doesn't go 7 here, but I do think JJ at the 7 is it's a fucking good pick. I would see Kevin pull up Nico Collins here. So there was a report where Matthew Stafford apparently he's like week to week with this like back. What like I don't want to call it an injury, but like they're being precautionary with his back, so that's causing Puka to fall just a little bit. I mean, he is a 37-year-old quarterback, second oldest quarterback in the NFL. He's been through a lot of injuries in his career. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does fall apart soon, just because, like I said, like a couple years ago, he was going to retire potentially. So it is a little scary drafting Rams pieces, but I don't think there needs to be a huge reaction. But if you want to play, I guess, a little safer, take Nico, take Neighbors over Puka. It's not going to burn you. Oh, that is true. Flacco is a starting quarterback. I think the thing that's scared. I'm gonna go Lad or Taylor probably here. I think the news that was the most like concerning was I think he talked to a surgeon about it, or there was a surgeon that um, there was a surgeon that recommended that Stafford kind of took some time off. That doesn't sound great to me. Like that sounds like okay, like I'm a little spooked out. Like I said, most likely he's probably gonna be fine. He's a tough competitor, but this is a guy who's been through so many injuries, been hit so many times, and it's just a reminder that hey, like there's a chance that I mean any quarterback could get hurt, but if you're grading like the highest risk injuries for quarterbacks, Stafford's probably up there, like top five, maybe even top three. Now they do have Jimmy Garoppolo, who I think is like one of the best like back quarterbacks in the NFL. He could still lead a functional offense, but obviously like the floor and ceiling of like an Adams, Puka, Kyron would be down compared to Stafford. Yeah, he dealt with back issues a long time ago. This is gonna be this is gonna be Puka's year. I love Puka. I think Puka's one of the best receivers in the NFL. He's a true dog. If Puka's healthy 17 games, Stafford's healthy, Puka I think could lead the NFL in receiving yards. Um, yeah, I think Puka's a, a great player, and if he does fall to like the 1-2 turn at all, I will be taking him there. Jimmy D throwing to Adams again doesn't feel good for the vibes. Um, we have Taylor Lamb. We could go Adams. I was just talking about the Puka thing. We're actually gonna go Hampton. Yeah, let's go a little Hampton. Yeah, Adams good pick, third round. I think he's fine. I just think that Hampton's going to continue to rise, and I like the receivers later than the RBs. Adams would have been a trade to the Stairs if that happened. Yeah, he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be playing with Jimmy Garoppolo." I remember Jimmy G almost killed Adams a few years ago. Yeah, Puka's a beast. Jaden Blue popping at camp. Let me check. Let me check Twitter. Don't play with my emotions right now, Paulino. I mean, I did see a tweet earlier where Jaden Blue had like an explosive catch and run. We'll see. I think he's a decent click still. Yo, what's up, Primetime KG? Welcome in. Hey, go follow this guy's YouTube channel. I was on a stream yesterday. We drafted a pretty good Chow Chow. It was a lot of fun. No, actually, we didn't draft together. We just drafted separately. He did his own, I did my own, and I crushed him. You know when there's no news and he's lazy narrative pops up. Where'd you send the link at? I don't see it on there. I'll check it out. Let me finish crushing my opponents in this draft. So you have Taylor Hampton, CD. We're up in 3 picks. Our next pick is when 53. I mean, advancing is Pickens goes. Good pick. I was lying in. I think here I could do a Hurts and try to get Smith thing. I think I want Kenneth Walker. The RB pool is getting weaker. I care more about advancing. Taylor Hampton, Kenneth Walker. I mean, these three RBs could hit the nuts this year. Yeah, I smoked KG. He might have a different story, but I smoked him. Picks already didn't have him. Yeah, man. Early on, I wasn't in. I wasn't in. I wasn't on Kenneth Walker, but I had this kind of like this realization where I was like, you know what? This dude shaved his head bald. He's only 24 years old. If he's healthy 17 games, he's gonna beat his ADP. Kenneth Walker's a dog, man. Like this dude is one of the best running backs last year. Like that Lions game when he went off and dude did like a backflip, didn't touch the field, got up. Like, come on, Walker, stay healthy 17 games. Gary Kubiak, use him. Also, he's a really good pass catcher now. I mean, the metrics support it. He caught like 43 passes in 11 games. This, Saints use Alvin Kamara as a workhorse. I think Walker will be a workhorse. Maybe Sam Darnold's like a quarterback. Maybe Cooper Kupp's healthy. I think they drafted the first round on lineman. If you care about Fancy Fade, can scoop Henderson later, my boy. Well, if I want Henderson, I have to take him here. He's not gonna make it back in the sixth to me. Let's go Calvin Ridley. It's like if you want to play a 2v2, it's like, would you rather have DJ Moore and Henderson or Connor Kamara or Ridley and Walker? For me, give me Ridley and Walker. I'm going elite quarterback and elite title with no RBs yet. What could go wrong? Let me check your team out. Bowers and Lamar. That's a nice combo. I like that. I do like the receivers around here. More solid, JMO solid, Metcalf solid, Sun solid. Like when I'm at this range, I just don't see any running backs. Calvin Ridley is an interesting player. Should get a ton of targets. Be the clear number one. Obviously people say he's this year's Terry McLaurin. I said that like back in before the NFL draft. But like, Calvin Ridley is someone I think is just going to give you production. If Cam Ward is a good quarterback, Calvin Ridley's maybe mispriced. Like Calvin Ridley could have a better year than like Garrett Wilson. I think. You're cooking my boy. Fuck this. If this year's Terry McLaurin is Romeo Dobbs, brother, I am going to make a lot of money. Or maybe this year's Terry McLaurin is just Terry McLaurin. Won't get a lot of pressures on Twitter. That's facts. Dude, are we cooking? Okay. Addison goes. We're going to pull up Ricky Pearsall here because maybe he's the only healthy 49 receiver left. I've been clicking more Ricky too. I've come to the conclusion of that I want to be overweight on the 49ers receivers, and he did get shot. He had a weird rookie year, but the last 2 weeks he looked good. And Matt Harmon from Reception Perception likes him. I respect him and his knowledge. So it does give me more confidence to draft potentially the number one receiver on the 49ers, not named George Kittle. Yeah, I mean, there, and also like there's receivers later that I like that I think are just like mispriced by a few rounds. Yo, what's up, Fancy Dog? Yeah, 12 likes. Hit that like button. Sub if you're not sub. Appreciate you hopping in the stream. You're a real one, Fancy Dog. You know, it's always nice seeing you go around other streams and just supporting. You know, so appreciate that. And yeah, that was a fun show last night, man. You know, Fantasy Football Garage, Hartman. We had a good time. Yesterday, I went on 3 different channels. I had my own stream. I probably streamed for like 7+ hours yesterday. Yeah, get Ricky now. This year's Raheem Mostert is Raheem Mostert of this year or 2 years ago? Um, Golden or Reed? I like both. We're gonna take Golden on this one. I go back and forth between who I like more here, but Golden rookie, 2 receiver sets. Jordan Love hits him for like an 80-yard touchdown. This team is coming together though. CD, Calvin Ridley, Pearsall, Matthew Golden. I like the upside that this receiver room has. And then we have 3 tanks at the RB position. Oh, this year's Raheem Mostert as in like a bus. Pacheco is actually, I think, a good answer for Raheem Mostert. Yeah, Ibuka, I'm probably not going to be getting much of him going forward. He's he's in the 7th round now. The days of him going to 80s are kind of gone. What do you guys feel about Joe Mixon right now? What's a fair price for Joe Mixon? Are you guys taking Joe Mixon in the 80s? Is that a good deal? Is that overpriced? Is the market overreacting on the Joe Mixon news? Oh. I could do Mooney if I want to. I think B-Rob's solid. We'll go Brian Robinson. 4th RB could score a lot of goal line touchdowns. We have the Week 17 matchup where maybe it's Austin Eckler game. Obviously, Jake Crosset, whatever his name is getting hype. But I do love the projected volume we have here. Yeah, that's crazy. Give me Henderson easily. Henderson at pick 80 and a full PPR is crazy. Makes sense finding time logs, but I'm not touching BBM right now. I mean, the BBM, at least he's the cheapest, I would say. Right? Go goes. Do you guys go Purdy or Dak here? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, we have CD. Let's go Dak. Makes sense. I like Purdy a lot though this year. But you take CD in the first. Washington game is kind of built out. Week 17. That's true. I think the 49ers and Bears could be a good game, but at the same time, I think it could be a game where just like the 49ers just crush the Bears and it's more like a CMC. Yeah, exactly. And like I don't think Dak would have made it back. Kev does have George Pickens, so potentially he would have, but who knows? Yeah, good team. I like the team, man. I think we're building a solid team right now. 144, Dak, Taylor, Hampton, Walker, Brian Robinson, very strong in the RB room. Lamb, Ridley, Pearsall, Golden. Probably gonna be a. I think we'll end up taking three quarterbacks on this build. Like a 3-5, 7-3, 3-5, 8-2. Mark Andrews. Is Mark Andrews a good pick, guys? Over the other tight ends? Oh, Jordan Love goes. Yeah, let's take Mark Andrews. Yo, what's up, Leo? Welcome in, man. How you doing today? Yeah, we have the week 17 thing. Andrews, Packers, pick 116. I can't get too mad about that. I wanted Jordan Love to kind of set up this Packer thing. I do wonder if Dak would have fell back if I took Purdy. The receivers are just like done right now. Um, I mean, we have Ridley we could take later. I mean, not really. We have Cam Ward we could do later. Do you just take like a Jared Goff on stack just for advancement in this contest? We do have Hampton. We could go Justin Herbert here. Yeah, let's go Justin Herbert here. We go Herbert. We have Hampton. We could tack on QJ next pick if we choose to. Yeah, maybe we take Ward with the next pick as well. We'll see. I think 3 quarterbacks are more helpful in this contest. Interesting. Got a Fowler and Javante like 10 picks for now. Jake goes. QJ goes. I think we take Dobbs, even though I have Golden, just because I like him as a pick here, fifth receiver. Yeah, let's take Dobbs. Making a bet on the Packers passing game. If Cam Ward falls, we'll take him here. The good thing about going RB early is we could stop at 4 RBs if we want to with this build. And I feel fine with the receiver. I think when you take CeeDee Lamb, you're betting that he's the receiver 1 or receiver 2 this year. Romeo Dobbs, I think, is a good fifth receiver. Well, Cam Ward goes. I did think about taking Cam Ward early. Oh, Bryson Cam. That's tough. Can't lie about that. That's fine. We'll make it work. I do feel better about that Justin Herbert pick later. We'll go Dallas Goddard. 10 picks past ADP. We'll stop at 2 tight ends here. Yeah, maybe this is Sam Darnold build. Might be better than Cam. Yeah, I don't mind Cam going there. I like the tight ends that we do have here. We could still go third if we want to do a row thing, but I like the spike ups that we have there. What's up, T Clark? He says you can stop 4 RBs within my field. I've come onto Brian Robinson big last few weeks. He's gonna have his best level season for his career this year. I pull him up as high as 75 sometimes. For me, I've been kind of fading Brian Robinson because there's some players I like more, and also I am a big fan of Austin Eckler. But Brian Robinson, I can't ignore the fact that this is gonna be a really good offense. That Brian Robinson could just tumble in for like double-digit touchdowns this year. Like he could have like 10 rushing touchdowns and just pay off his ADP by doing that. Good offense, he should be the goal line back. So I do agree. I do think stopping at 4 could be possible here. I could stop at 2 quarterbacks. So I want to hear Dak. Like we have Dak with CD. We're betting on that. Herbert, maybe Herbert goes off in the playoffs, but he's kind of chucking the ball around to like Trey Harris, QJ Ladd. Yeah, that is true. Mm, I'm gonna go Alec Pierce. Huge Alec Pierce fan. Receiver 6. So we have 2, 4, 6, 2. We have 4 more picks left. Who's that 0? B Rob is a Jag, I fear. I think B Rob is a Jag too, but Jags unfortunately still score touchdowns if they have that role. We're gonna take A Rich here, man. Do I love it? No, but I do think he's gonna start some games, and there's a chance A Rich does start. And if A Rich starts, Alec Pierce is just a better pick as well. Does Sam Darnold go? Yeah, I mean the quarterbacks left are just terrible. Like the only one I would think about, like Down Jones, I'll take 2 sometimes. I'm not touching Show. I'm not touching Russell. Jackson Dart is fine. Oh, Gamble, yeah, yeah. Love you, Gamble. It's interesting things he does though sometimes. Yeah, A Rich is an interesting case, man. I don't think he's a quarterback. I don't like that he took himself out the game because he was tired last year. But the Colts have the incentive to play him. So who knows? Maybe Down Jones starts and the A Rich gets put in the game or gets put in by like week 6. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch tight end no more. I think I'm good at tight end. I'm just gonna probably take one more RB, 2 more receivers. So weird draft. The lot like it felt fine going forward, but then just here, like if I get Jordan Love, I think I feel better about this team. So we're coming up next. We have a 3-4-6-2 build right now. The next pick. Yeah, we're gonna take Slayton. Wanda Robinson had an injury. I don't know how serious it is, but he is hurt, and it didn't sound great. So obviously that would be good news for Slayton, I think. Russell Wilson, like I said earlier, great deep ball thrower. Slayton could get hit with a couple of bombs. Receiver 7. Now at this point, as like my 7th-day receiver, I'm looking for receivers who could spike my lineup or that have like they're like young, like just rookies or young receivers that could possibly take a step forward. You know, like a Roman Wilson, maybe a Coker. I think Slayton's a good pick, you know, late just because he could have a couple games where he spikes for like 16 to 20 points. I don't see B-Raw fall to the 90s much more. If you want him in the build and I have to pick around 75, you don't pick to 94 and we'll get him there. Jordan Mason doesn't even make a 94 anymore, let alone B-Rob. Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, from the ADP for B-Rob, what is it? 86. So, like, yeah, most likely you're not going to get him to fall that far. So, if you do want to take him, then you kind of have to take him at that point. Um, I think if we're shooting just for like upside for RB, let's go Brashard Smith. He's mixing in with the ones. RB5 has probably the most upside of these RBs and could provide some value week one. Sure, that doesn't make sense. I've noticed ADP differences slow jumps for sure can be fun because you can pull off stacks that don't happen much otherwise. You doing Pomeranian after this? Let me see. What time is it? 3:40. Probably not. I think I'm gonna have to dip after this one. We'll see. Eli Mitchell, sneaky upside. That is true. Yeah, I mean Eli's getting time with the ones. Honestly, just click your favorite Chiefs RB at the end. Hunt, Eli, and Smith. But I do think Smith has like the best chance because he has potentially the receiver role. If Slayton has 802 receiving yards this year, he will become a 10th all-time Giants receiving yards. So if Slayton has 800 receiving yards this year, he's gonna be top 10 for Giants. That's interesting stat. I wouldn't think he'd be that high, but I guess he's. I mean, he had a good rookie year, and he's been there for what, like 4 or 5 years now. This has been a fun draft. I don't usually do 2772, but feels good for the format with elite onesies. Yeah, if you do elites, I think that's probably the best way to build it. I don't love the Roman Wilson click, but I do think that. Yeah, let's just do it. Receiver 2 sets, potentially kind of like an upside. I don't love this team, but I do like it. 3-5-8-2. Dak Herbert, A Rich. Taylor Hampton, Walker, Brian Robinson, Brashard Smith, RB Room. I like a lot. CD, Ridley, Pearsall, Golden, Dobbs, Pierce, Lane, Ron Wilson. You know, we went light kind of early on, but Dobbs, Pierce, Lane are 3 of my favorite receiver clicks later. All should be in 2 receiver sets. Could find the end zone. Could spike. Could have a ping pong effect with them where it's like Dobbs has like his 2 touchdown game. Pierce has his, 80-yard touchdown this 1 week. And then Roman Wilson's a fun click at the end right now. If he is going to be playing 2 receiver sets, Rodgers, he should be getting clicked. Andrews, Goddard, 2 tight ends on really good offenses. A-Rich with Pierce Sharp. I think it's a sneaky stack because I think Pierce could be fine with Jones, but we saw the connection that A-Rich had with Pierce. And it's something that I could just envision week 17. If A-Rich is starting against Jacksonville Jaguars, like Pierce is gonna be a fun play that week. It could win you the week. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Slaying Sneaky has compiled some stats of G-Man. Yeah, he's been a Giants No, he's been for the Giants for a while. Giants love him though. I feel like the organizations respect him. Obviously, they gave him a contract extension. Let me see your team. 2772, Lamar and Stroud, that's strong. Connor Swift, Tracy White, Blue Dado Taj. Solid RB room. Fun last four picture. Nico Pickens, Shakir Higgins, Burton, QJ Wicks. Interesting receiver room. Obviously, Love Bowers, Kikaseki. You have the stacks with Lamar and Stroud. Actually, you don't have a Lamar stack, which you don't need. Obviously, I would prefer it. Don't need it. $345. Tiki Barber, number 4 Giants all-time receiving yards. Wow! Shout out Tiki Barber, man. Was he? Did he catch a lot of passes? I mean, I know he was with the Giants for a longest time. Receiver room got a lot of floor around the 2 rookies. Big ass rate is one's on his team. Hopefully, we go top 2 man. Yeah. Hopefully, me and Kev are the 2 that advance. Yeah, this is an interesting build, man. Man, I can't wait for the season. I can't wait for the season to like check out these teams and it's like fucking not advancing any teams. I just burn like $6,000-7,000 just all in the flames because just the terrible drafts that I built. But no, I think this is a good team. I think this offseason's been I've been locked in compared to the last 2 years. But we'll see. You know, once the season starts, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're getting there, boys. But finally, a hero upshare dies, and I didn't need to reach for it. He actually fell to me, Sean. Yeah, 92 correlates with the Cowboys. Hard to say no to that. Nick, we have an MOB sweats tonight, boy. Well, you know what sucks about that is today isn't the last day for the regular season. I think actually next Sunday is the last day, unfortunately. So I think next week is gonna be the last week. Then the playoffs start. Let me check. Yeah, next week's the last week, my boy. Tiki was a good for 60 receptions per year. Yeah, Tiki was a true baller, man. I wish I could do no draft. Actually, I think tonight I'll be back around like 10 something Pacific time. So I might do some late streams tonight. So if you guys are trying to stream, if you guys are trying to draft or watch stream, I'll probably be up at 10. Yeah, one more week, my boy. So I am gonna be ending this. I gotta take care of some stuff. Wait, great stream. Appreciate you guys. A lot of fun. Another chow down the books. Appreciate you guys liking the video, subbing, just enjoying the content. I have a lot of fun doing this, sharing my thoughts, and get to look back and be like, wow, like look, Nick took down the chow and he has it on stream. It's fucking dope. So gonna be taking off. Appreciate you guys. And probably be back on tonight though. So we'll see. But y'all have a good one.